We decided to go ahead and put the boat in the water today. Man, this thing seems really small after being on that pontoon boat. Generally what we do is we put this in the water and just leave it, unless we got a hurricane coming or something. So this ain't the best day for riding around in a boat. It's a little chilly, and probably 59, 58, 59. But, you know, good enough. We get this boat over there. I was telling Honey Baby it's nice to have it in the water so that you can just go down and get in it and ride around in it whenever you feel like it, you know. So she's waking up now. Here we go. This boat is faster than it needs to be for my purposes, but that's okay. I'd rather have it a little faster than it needs to be than a little slower. So pretty happy with it. I kicked the idea around about like maybe looking around getting a 4-stroke motor for it, just because they're so much better on gas and so much smoother and all. But you know, for today and for right now, it's good enough. Perfectly good enough for us. Oh, the joy. I guess one of the nice things about this boat is that it's not too nice. And what I mean by that is, you know, I can't imagine anybody would go to a whole lot of trouble to steal it, because, you know, it's compared to a lot of boats you see out here, this is just an old tin boat with a 2-stroke motor on it. Now that the 4-strokes are getting to be so popular, I don't know if anybody would bother stealing an old 20-year-old 2-stroke, you know. It might steal my fishing tackle out of it, or the battery, or something like that. But, you know, if I had a really nice, expensive boat, I'd be scared to leave it down by the water, because that would be, well, that'd be a lot more tempting. I think it's good to have an old boat that's not too special, even though I like it a lot. You know, maybe it's good to have one that ain't too special, so you don't have to worry so much about anybody wanting it enough to trying to get it, you know. It's a little chilly out here, especially when you get it going a little bit. Looks like there's a party of kayakers over on the island over there. It's pretty windy to be out kayaking today. Kayakers over there. Water's kind of muddy, maybe because of the rain. Maybe I can find a way up here without setting off too many trees. A little two-stroke sounds pretty good for a two-stroke, you know. Considering it's been sitting all run. Adding fresh gas. I have to find the markers here high so you can look for underwater. I know there's one left there. It's shallow. It's wide there, now they can get back in to get past that. I have to cover up my depth finder to see because I've got enough feet here, so I can see good here. We're starting to come in close to the y'all toward the bank. It probably seems like there's not much to see here just because it's water brown, leaves brown. At least if I face y'all toward the shore, see what's along there. I know it might be on the straight here or on. nice thing about it is we get back in this cove here, and obviously less windy once we get, with the cover of the trees around us. That'll be a good thing. I know there's a tree right in the middle ahead of us. Well, I say right in the middle, usually about 10 feet out from that tree and that tree. There's a tree on the left, tree on the right. I usually split the difference, but if I stay at the right distance from between the two trees, is the way to get through here. It's been a while since I've done it. I think I can do it. We'll find out if I hit the tree. It'll let me know. Well, that's right. I should double check, make sure the motor's set to flip up if I did hit a tree. So I'll set the hell like that. Figured I better check that before we hit a tree stump. I might ride right up in this cove just to have a look around. I was looking up in here the other day. I thought I saw something that caught my eye, but I can't remember what it was. It wouldn't hurt to go up into it a little bit. You gotta get in and out of here without getting on all the trees. I know there's one that fell down over to the right up here ahead of us. Maybe I can get over there. Go slow. Got nice back in here.
Lost y'all overboard there.
Yeah, I hit a tree. Didn't stop us. Kick that motor up like it's supposed to. It is a cool old boat. I'm really lucky to have it. Favorite stump right up here on the right. That's my place straight ahead up here on the left. Pop that motor up before we hit the bank there. Oh, it's a little bit deep. Not much of a bank to get onto here. Looks like my ropes are still good. of the nice things about having this here is that I can come down here and sit on the boat if I want to, fish from the boat or whatever. I have the wrong rope and the wrong hook. One of these ropes fits one of these hooks, and one fits the other. Maybe this one goes over here. Like that. And maybe this one goes over here like this. Ain't much want to go on that one either. Maybe this one will go over here. I think that rope might have swelled up a little bit since last time I was out on it. Tell you what, I could, right here where we're at here in the cove, wind ain't so bad. I could sit right here with a fishing pole, be happy as a clam all day long. Wouldn't even have to start the motor. Just sit here at the sky, look at the water, threaten the fish with my fishing lures and stuff like that. Okay, so we're good with that. A couple of these glasses in my pocket, so I won't lose them jumping out. And grab the key. I think I'll just leave everything right where it's at here. Just grab the key and the jacket and yaw. Thank you, Lord, for this day. We had a piece of really good news a while ago. We got friends at church that my friend's wife has hearing aids and she needs them, and Trish has hearing aids and she needs them. She needs them bad, and even with her hearing aids, it's very hard for her to hear and understand people, and that's difficult for her. It's very difficult if you can't hear and understand people, especially if you're trying to be any kind of a sociable kind of person, So anyway, they was telling us about somebody they went to and got hearing aids from, and they just were marvelous good. So they was recommending us to go check them out, which we will do. Yeah, we sure will. But we're excited about that because, if Honey Babe was able to hear more, well, it's kind of funny. We have this kind of relationship where she doesn't hear what I'm saying most of the time. So I'll say something and I wonder why she don't respond, and it used to be that I'd get a little aggravated because I thought she was ignoring me, and she really wasn't ignoring me, she just couldn't hear me. So we kind of figured out that she can't hear me, and it ain't her fault, and she don't hear me and say something back. So, but if she was able to hear, man, that could be a really good thing. So I'm trying to remember. I think I had this figured out at one point where I could get this motor down in this hole. I might be wrong about that. It'd be nice if I had a place to put it where it was out of the way. I may have had it up on this little side thing at one point. It'd be nice if it did. Just kind of keep it out of the way. Yeah, I don't even remember what's in all these old tackle boxes. I need to get down here and get familiar with my fishing gear again. I got a box here. Might have another box under there. And I got a box over here. So I think it's better if these don't get rained on. I had them get rained on one time and they got all wet inside. So I think I'll stick all three of them down in the hole. So I'll turn off the fishing depth finder thing. Turn off the power, save my battery, and yeah, let the seat down so it won't get moisture on it, and then we'll pull the boat up around the edge over there, close enough for me to jump up on the bank. Turn off my fish finder, depth finder thing. You know, if that trolling motor would stay there, that's a pretty good place for it, right up on the side of the wall there. That's right out of the way. Probably wouldn't take too much modification on my part. It's sort of propped up there on that anchor on one end right now, but probably wouldn't take too much modification on my part to make that more permanent. Oh, the joy. Okay, let's get out of this thing. Head up the house, see honey babe. I use this little piece of ropage to pull me up to the bank enough where I can jump out, maybe. Maybe I can get up in the shallow end a little bit. Do this right. See, bring the boat out this way and then pull it back in and jump off there. I like this stuff, this boat stuff. I like it a lot. Okay, baby. Oh, the joy. That's a lovely thing right there. All right, one thing I've noticed lately, I'm able to walk up this hill without getting breathless. When I first started coming down here, I'd been working at my day job and I didn't have the ability to get a lot of exercise. But since I've been down here, you know, I've been running up and down this hill and running all over the back property and cutting down trees, and spreading gravel. And, you know, oh, Mr. Rooster, I find myself feeling a lot more healthy. I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost 40 pounds. Let's see, I used to weigh 220. I've lost 30 pounds because I was down to 191 the other day. So I lost about 30 pounds. That's a beautiful thing. And I'm not nearly as breathless going up and down this hill. So that's also a beautiful thing. Life is good to us old folks. Sure is. I hear the birds singing. It's an interesting piece of tree right here. Hello, Mr. Bird. I hear you. One of the things that I've been thinking about doing is, speaking of trees, is taking down some trees over there in that edge of the woods, and putting me up a metal carport, but big enough to get the camper and the pontoon boat in, so I can store both those on the property instead of having them up at the storage unit over there. Oh, the joy. And I guess my burn pile did pretty good. You know, I went off and left it the other day while it was raining. Burned up pretty good. Yep. Sure did. That ball of stuff there is dirt mostly. I had roots out of that bush. And see, I'm thinking about a bunch of small trees right there. I'm thinking about taking them out and setting a carport so that I can swing around and back the pontoon boat right up into that. I was out pricing them yesterday. Let me see if I'm going to be able to afford that before I run out of money. Between hearing aids and taxes and let's see, I got some other expenses coming up. We'll see what's left. Now I got the boat out of here. I can maybe get in here and organize stuff a little bit better too. Man, I'm a lucky man. I got open spaces. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. Life is good.